He's Steve. I'm Chris. This is the Bees of Boxing. Thank you so much for everybody who's been tuning in. Steve, I've got one more for you today. This is a big one for you. We saw this past weekend. There were some fantastic fights. The main event of, being Navarrete and Nunes, which was exactly what I thought it was going to be. And then there was the co-main event that we saw with Emiliano Vargas basically showing out. Now, and that was just those two. This entire card, it was a very, very Mexican card, very South American Latina card. And it got me to thinking to myself, as I'm watching this, is there possibly any better country suited for boxing than Mexico? In my opinion, the greatest group of boxers out there. I know that might be a little bit of a hot take for the gypsy sitting across from me here, but am I wrong?
You're wrong in the heavyweight world. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, sure, because there's no fucking heavyweight Mexicans.
There you go.
Who'd you have? Chris Areola?
I'd rather not. No, you are right. You are right in general, though, and the fights are extraordinary, and they are. The great thing about the Navarrete and Nunes fight was that it was attritional, so really enjoyable in that respect, but it was also skillful. So I thought that's pretty perfect, that, because I want to see some skill, and I want to see stuff set up, and I want to see jabs, and I want to see all that, but then I want to see you just duking it out, and they did.
Both Navarrete looked like it was really to the point where it's almost annoying watching the way that he was in and out and all over the place on Nunes, and Nunes just didn't have the answers. And when the fight got called, it was, even Nunes was like, yeah, you're right. Now, not the same for, the guy that Vargas put a beating on. It was like, bro, you have no eyes left. Both your eyes are shut. You can't see. What are you doing?
Yeah, it was Quintana. Was Quintana? I think he didn't enjoy himself at all when he was told that. It was, and that actually feeds into the enjoyment of this, because he couldn't see the shots coming, and a lot of people have said, let him fight. I don't think so. He's not going to win anyway, because really, he did take it to him.
Well, yeah, he tried to, but listen, I had this conversation with somebody while this was happening, and I said, if you really want to put over a Mexican fighter, bring in an Argentinian who carries his hands in his pockets. You're going to get exactly what you got there. Zero head movement. Came forward the entire time looking for a fight. That's what Argentinian fighters do. They're fantastic for it, and this leads me to the conversation that I'm asking you at the beginning of this, because I think we've had this in the past, where we've kind of like certain countries have very specific styles, the way that they fight. But I don't think that there's anything more fan friendly than a Mexican style. I don't think there is. You Brits with your, we're going to, fisticuffs and 173 rounds, and we're still gentlemen afterwards, and talk with a lisp and do all kinds of weird shit.
Lisp?
Well, come on now. Come on, dude. I would love to see the stats on this. Somebody's chat GPT. Majority of boxers with lisps, where they come from. I guarantee you it's going to be Britain, bro.
We do like, Frank Warren's organization is called Queensbury. We do like the Marquis of Queen. Haven't you, Varlet? We do like that. But our Mexican style is, is shootout, but also can be, can really make me feel happy, because it can be, I've got a plan and I'm sticking to it. So it can be that as well. And then a fight breaks out. Superb. So yes, and I'm awaiting all of the stuff. We spoke about this a while ago. I think I said at the time, well, supposedly we've got some really big Cuban fighters coming, but I'm still waiting for that. But Mexican fighters, absolutely. And I know that the Navarrete fight was called, Mexico versus Mexico. And, I said on my podcast earlier, it's great fighter versus great fighter. But you're right. There is a real gunslinging feel to it. And we love that.
Yeah, there always has been. There's a reason that, Canelo Alvarez fights on Mexican Independence Day weekend, and those are loaded, and we look forward to it, because as white people, we need an excuse to culturally appropriate somebody else's good time. We've done it for centuries. You know what I mean? Hey, St. Patrick's Day. Yay. All of a sudden, everybody's Irish. I mean, not me. I know what they kind of went through over the course of time, and I'm good. I'm good. I don't need none of that in my life. Thank you very much.
No.
Unbelievable. Steve, as always, an absolute pleasure talking boxing with you. And I mean, we've got big fights coming up. I don't know if you heard this or not, but Jayo Pataya is going to be going for that world cruiserweight title. The Zuffa World Cruiserweight title. And I'm going to say it now because a lot of people might be sitting there going, what, the who and the huh? What? Huh? Well, listen, there was a day when there was a few MMA companies out there. And then one company came along and said, now you're going to fight for the UFC title, the undisputed world title. The UFC undisputed world title. And everybody went, what the hell is that? Now, fast forward to now, you talk to any casual person out there, you meet in the store, you meet in the mall, you meet in the gym, you meet anywhere. And they'll all say to you, oh, so you do that UFC fighting? Nobody calls it mixed martial arts anymore. Everybody refers to it as UFC. They've become the brand of the sport. So be very careful to the governing bodies because Dana already has a way, and the company that he keeps already has a way of making them the brand of the sport. So everybody kind of shrugs their shoulders and says, whatever, for Zuffa boxing, they could very quickly become the brand of that sport.
Yeah, they could. And we're seeing people, you're right, we're seeing sanctioning bodies go, I'll do a little bit of something. But I think that Zuffa, TKO, Salah, all of them are thinking long term.
They are. You know what I'm thinking, Steve?
When it comes to the children, Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children.
That's what we do. You know what else we teach the children? The most important thing that we teach the children is to stay in school. No, it's not. It's tuck your chin because you're about to get
wrestling, rock, pop, books, films, TV, boxing. All of this is covered on Steve Swift's Rambling Reviews. I am he, Steve Swift, a UK guy. What you get is all of that. And a funny voice and even a funnier face. See? Steve Swift's Rambling Reviews. Come to me. I've got a review. Just for you. Ta-ta.